Welcome back to the Game of the Year Awards for 2011. It's finally time to decide what is the number one game of 2011. We played a variety of games, and we definitely played plenty of them, so picking this one game as a number one spot was definitely hard. However, we have decided on a game that is actually our playthrough in progress. We have decided that The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword is definitely Game of the Year for 2011. The Zelda franchise, recently inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fame, is one of the best franchises to ever grace our screens. We've had it for 25 years, and the new edition of Skyward Sword not only provides a balance to the origin of the Master Sword and the Zelda timeline, was also one of the best games I have ever played in my entire life, and I have played so many games. So picking this as Game of the Year, for me personally, was not that hard. A lot of people are saying Skyrim is a Game of the Year, and while Skyrim can be enjoyable for some people, I personally find the gripping storytelling and overall fun gameplay of Skyward Sword to be much better than Skyrim. Once again, you take up the reins of our mute hero Link, and surprise, surprise, you have to save Zelda. But now you go to three basic areas. You go to Faron Woods, Lanmayu Desert, and Elden Volcano multiple times, and that for some reason really irked people because they didn't like the idea that they were backtracking through the same areas. However, most every time you go to these areas once again, you're going into a new area of this giant. I mean, these places aren't small, and there's so many different places to explore during your campaign playthrough of Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword is definitely Game of the Year. There's no doubt about it. All of us were. I mean, there was some argument about Assassin's Creed Revelations, but for the most part, we are in unison that Skyward Sword is the best game of 2011. And that is it for our countdown. I hope you enjoyed it. Chances are you're going to disagree, but even so, sound off in the comments. What is your Game of the Year for 2011? And what are your gaming plans for 2012? We have some big news coming up about RMG, and we can't wait to share it with you guys. Stay tuned and look for more Zelda Skyward Sword gameplay to return on January 9th, 2012.